Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and welcome to another video where today we're talking about the Warzone Firefight Beta. Now, what is the beta all about? Why is there a beta? Well, I'm not exactly sure why, but let me just say one thing. It is an interesting mode. Does it really feel like classic Firefight? Not really. I do not feel that it is classic Firefight. I feel like it's kind of tacked on. But let's talk about the mode itself. So you actually only get to play one map, Escape from Ark. And honestly, this is my least favorite Firefight map. I do not like this very much. It's literally just kind of bland in my opinion. But you do get to play 5 rounds. That's it. 5 rounds. 5 rounds take about 15 minutes to beat. Literally, this match only took us 15 minutes. And the only reason why it was 16 is on the footage was because of how long it took me to end the recording. That was it. So honestly, how do I feel about this? I feel like this mode is very pay to win. And what do I mean by that? To be able to actually play the mode, most of the time you're going to have to spend recs. You're going to have to spend your rec points on rec cards and then literally use them in this mode. And the return when you actually finish a match is not that great. About 2,000 recs, which for the amount you normally spend is not really worth it. Some of these are really good recs that you're spending just to finish a mode and you only get 2,000 recs back. And honestly, it doesn't feel like original Firefight. I liked in Firefight where it was unlimited time, you didn't have a set objective, it was just to survive. Where in this, I feel like the objectives kind of throw it off. Literally everyone will just go for the main objective to survive, and then it'll basically cause everyone who can't even afford to buy good recs to fall behind, not get nearly as many recs as everyone else, and they basically get screwed. But let's talk about comparisons. What I do like about this is that there is a lot bigger of areas to battle in. In this mode, you get much bigger maps, and honestly, I'm excited once they actually come out with the other maps being available. But why is that? Why is that a good thing? Because it adds on to more vehicle combat. I love vehicle combat. We haven't gotten enough of it. Even with the big team modes, there hasn't been enough vehicle combat. And this is kind of cool that they added this in for, people who want to spend their vehicle recs. Literally, whenever I'm playing Warzone, I never buy vehicles because people are so skilled that they'll destroy my vehicles within seconds. But the one thing I don't like about this is that if I spend my rec on a Norfang, which is one of the top cards you can get, which is the sniper rifle that Linda uses, that's a 7 level rec. That is a mythic rare rec. And hear me out. Which is it more satisfying to do? Is it more satisfying to use a Norfang on a player who you're battling in a Warzone match? Or is it more satisfying to use it on a Warden Eternal during a Warzone Firefight match? Tell me, which one do you honestly think is more satisfying? I would probably say that the match between the players would be much more satisfying. But let's talk about the objectives. This I don't really like, and I don't like that you have to do these objectives, that the rounds go way too quick, because as soon as you kill the objective, which in this point is the Ghost Marauders, the round ends and literally it goes by so quick. As soon as you finish the objective, it's on to the next round, which I liked it where you had to kill every last enemy and you had to survive. Where now it's like unlimited lives, you have a time limit. If you don't finish within that time limit, you're done. And it just feels like you don't get the near satisfaction as you did in classic not Warzone Firefight, but Firefight. And honestly, I miss classic Firefight. I miss that it used to be a custom mode where you could adjust and have different modes like Rundocalypse and just all these awesome modes. But unfortunately, they've changed it so much and they've made it a pay-to-win kind of mode that honestly, I don't see myself playing this that much. It doesn't feel like a mode that I would come to every day. And one thing, I'm just going to say this, one thing I loved about Halo Reach, and this is one of the only things I loved about Halo Reach, was the daily and weekly challenges, and that it gave you a reason to come to a firefight and do the mode, because you could earn a major amount of XP. You don't get that kind of reward in this game. 2,000 rec points and then just a small amount of XP. That's all you get. Where in Reach, you had to work for your ranking and you had to majorly work on getting experience, which was good. That was the fun thing. Oh, I need to do a Gruntocalypse match, and I have to get like 75 kills with a DMR or something like that. And oh, I'll get 500 XP for it. That's good. I like having objectives like that in daily challenges. If they do this mode, they need to bring back daily challenges, and that's one thing I would love to see added to Halo 5, but I really doubt 343 is going to do it. Now, am I pissed off that this is in the game? No, it's a free mode that's added in. Do I wish that they had done it a little bit better? Of course I do. I wish that they would always do their products a little bit better. I haven't been really happy with 343 Industries in a while. Yes, they're adding new stuff, but some of this stuff should have been in the game. Here's the thing, 343. I really like you guys. I do. I don't hate you. But you're not living up to what Halo was. Halo Reach was probably, sadly, the game that had the most customization in it, the most modes in it, and literally now we're going backwards. We're going into a state where now we're getting less and less modes, less and less game types at start, and then you're having to add them on with free content updates when they should just be in the game by default. Infection hasn't even come out. Yes, it's coming next month, but how many months is that since the game came out? A good 6 to 8 months. And honestly, how many people are going to come back just for Infection? There's going to be a lot of them, but not enough to keep this game alive for the long run. And having Warzone Firefight is awesome, but is it really going to keep people around? I don't think so. Also, you guys need to fix the area where the rec stations are, because a lot of people are being very trolling. Whenever I would try and go and grab a rec card, someone would jump in the air and then ground pound, knocking me out of the rec system to the point where I couldn't even buy my weapons. So that needs to be a little bit fixed, but yeah. Anyways, in conclusion, is the mode bad? No. Do I like that it has bigger maps? Yes. Do I like the objectives? No. Do I like the time limit? No, because if the time limit runs out, everything you worked for is gone. It meant nothing. And literally, the rec return needs to be a lot better. So, for all you players that want to enjoy Warzone Firefight, I really recommend that you just go and grind, and you're going to have to go through a lot of pain if you haven't spent all your recs on crappy cards. Now, one thing I do find interesting and I like is the amount of enemies that are on the screen at one time. Like, if you look right here, there's a crap ton of soldiers on screen, and that's really cool to me. That makes it unique that, like, right now we have an objective to kill soldiers, but I would like it to be different waves. Like, just don't put a time limit on it. Make the goals harder. Just make it something that people want. And honestly, I felt like it was way too easy. Literally, with the time limit, it makes it kind of like, oh, if I don't finish this, it's all gonna be for nothing. And I would like to see longer rounds. I would like to see more rounds. I would like to have like a mission or a objective where a bunch of vehicles, like this right here, where the Banshee Raiders come flying in and you have to take them out. That would be awesome. That would be a mode that I would love, where it's like, oh, vehicle Warzone Firefight. But honestly, I just don't know if it's going to be worth it in the long run. It's a cool mode, but one thing I would like to see them do is add daily challenges, as well as make it custom where you can adjust your settings. So you can play this in a custom mode where you can play with your friends and have a good time. It's something that like Reach had that was really cool, where you can make it Gruntocalypse. Sorry about that. But Gruntpocalypse. There we go. But it made it unique and it made it fun for you and your friends whenever you had daily challenges to do. Where now it's just, fuck you, give us money. Buy the rec cards. Fuck you, give us money. Yes, our content is free, but we're still going to make you pay for the recs. So, honestly, I feel really mixed about this mode. We're going to have to see once the official mode comes out, but yeah. Thank you guys, and as always, GamerJlee signing out.